Hi, kung bago ko pa lang sa channel na to, mag-subscribe ka na para hindi ka nahuhuli sa lahat ng mga upload na video ko. At marami kang matututunan dito. And also, i-click mo na rin yung notification bell. Mas maganda kung i-share mo to sa mga kaibigan mo. Okay, so we have lesson 2 which is, description. So pag sinabing description, anong tumatatak sa isip nyo? Ano yung una nyong naiisip pag sinabing description? Okay? So, nagdi-describe, Description, nagdi-describe, Nagdi-describe. Parang sa mga box nung gamot, 'di ba? May description 'yon. Ano ba yung content niya? Ano ba yung nilalaman niya? Sa mga chichirya na nabibili nyo, 'di ba? Meron siyang salt, merong artificial flavor, water, etc. Okay? Okay, so what's in? So ito muna. Please read the paragraph or the sentences. Okay, people love to read and listen to story, and the use of appropriate transitional devices in telling stories are not worthy. Likewise, you have previously learned that in writing a narrative, the plot gives direction in making the story. However, it is not only the plot that will help you to develop your writing skills. The use of description is also important to help you create a vivid picture of what you are trying to express through written text. Ano daw? Yung sa description, bakit daw importante? Kasi daw mas nakikita mo yung vivid picture o mas malinaw na picture o gusto mong sabihin dun sa story mo. Okay? What's new? Here, what's new? Okay, so you are going to what? We have this activity. On a separate sheet, complete the table by supplying words or phrases that best describe the given subject. Use any of your senses to provide appropriate description. Then, answer questions the following or that following. Ano daw? Gagamitin daw natin yung senses natin. How many senses do we have? Okay, first is sense of sight. Next is hearing. Sense of smell. Sense of taste. Sense of touch. Ano yung number 6 natin? Okay, hindi kasama dito yun ha. Sinasabi ko lang. Sense of empathy. Ano ba yung empathy daw? Ito, parati kong sinasabi sa mga students ko. For example, merong tao na umiiyak. So, nararamdaman mo rin yung nararamdaman niya. Kung siya'y umiiyak, ikaw naman, umiiyak ka rin. Kasi nga nararamdaman mo, that is sympathy. Yung sympathy naman, halimbawa, umiiyak yung isang tao, tapos ang ginawa mo lang is, hinimas-himas mo lang likod niya, pinatahan mo lang, that is sympathy. Kasi nakikisimpatya ka lang doon sa nararamdaman niya. Hindi kagaya ng empathy, na nararamdaman mo yung nararamdaman niya, kaya naiiyak ka rin. Naunawaan ba? Alright. Okay. Okay, here is the table. Okay. Ayan, nasa taas. Itong nasa kanan ko, yan yung table. Sige, tingnan nyo muna. So, sights or sight. Long-legged, beautiful. Ano yan? Example. May example tayo rito is beauty queen, concert, beachside, adobo. Ayan yung mga example natin. Long-legged, beautiful. Sense of sight. Nakita mo daw yung matangkad na babae or lalaki na mahaba yung legs. Mas maganda. Sa sense of sight mo, ano yung mafe-feel mo? Anong madi-describe mo sa kanya? Okay? Ano yung madi-describe mo dun sa na yon? Sight na yan, okay? Next is hearing. Sense of hearing. Soft voice. Hindi malambot na boses ha. Soft voice, yung mababa lang, katamtaman lang. Okay, malamig. Okay? So, smell. Heavenly scent. Nakaamoy ka ng parang malaulap na bango. Okay. So, taste. Wala pa tayo dyan. So, touch is silky skin. Okay, number 1, answer the following question. Number 1 is, what do you call the words that are used to provide striking effect on the senses of the reader? Ano raw yung pag sinabing striking effect is yung parang may dating sa'yo. May dating, yung madali kanyang nakuha or madali kang nabighani or madali ka na-attract doon sa sentences na yon. Or ano, bilang mambabasa or as a reader, ano yung tumatak sa isip mo, di ba? Ganun tayo. Pag nakita natin yung isang magandang gwapong lalaki or magandang babae, wow, nakita mo yung smile niya, ay, sasabihin mo sa kanya, wow, si Sir Bernard, may dimple yon. Okay, so ayun. Number 2 is how these words help create a vivid description of the given words. How do these words help to create a vivid description of the given words? Ano daw yung nag-describe na mas madali nating naunawaan? Okay, mas madali nating naunawaan. Okay, next, number 3, last one. What kind of paragraph can you develop using the given details? What kind of paragraph can you develop using the given details? Now, ano raw paragraph yon? Para ma-develop daw yung given details. What is it? Or what's it? According to Diag-Bill and et al., 2016, the use of description plays an important role to elucidate the nature of people. Ano yun? Elucidate. Mas malinaw, ano? Places and things. A series of detailed observation about the subject can help you create a good descriptive paragraph. This involves the use of an adjectives and adverbs in the paragraph. Para mas madali daw or mas maganda, mas mahikayat natin or mas maganda mabuo natin yung bawat sentence natin. The kind of words we use to describe how your subject looks, sounds, feels, smell, or even taste like are called sensory languages. Okay? That is what we call sensory languages. Ano daw yon? Sensory languages? Yung subject looks, sounds, feels, smells, or even taste. Ayan, that is the sensory languages. It is also concerns how you will arrange the details to improve an image of the scene, the person, or the object you are trying to describe in your text. Tandaan nyo, that is the sensory languages. Mas madali nating mai-describe yung bawat bagay dun sa, or subject dun sa ating sentences. Okay, next. There are 2 types of description. Number 1 is, simulan muna natin, objective description, and we have subjective description. Okay, pag-aralan muna natin ang objective description. Okay, pag sinabing objective description, walang biases. Mas napaka-objective niya. Ibig sabihin, mas madali mo siyang nakikita, mas madaling nasasabi, walang biases. Kung ano yung sinabi mo, yun. That is objective. Okay? Objective, mas nakikita mo sa madalit sabi, mas madali mo siyang naipresenta or bibigay. That is objective description. Okay, number 2, we have subjective description. Okay, subjective description, where the writer gives personal impression of what is observed. This is often used in making fiction stories. For instance, when you are asked to write about a place you visit during summer vacation, you tend to give your personal judgment of how you experience the place. Okay, pag sinabing subjective description, ano raw? It is personal impression. Yung nangyayari or naramdaman mo base dun sa sarili mo. That is subjective. Yung objective naman is okay, very good. Mas madali mo siya nasasabi. Kumbaga wala kang bias. Wala kang kinikilingan. Serbisyong totoo lamang, Okay. So walang kinikilingan, ibig sabihin walang bias. Kumbaga walang, like in a religion, walang INC, walang Christian, walang Catholic. Kumbaga nandun ka lang sa gitna, Subjective description, base dun sa naramdaman mo or na feel mo, base dun sa 5 senses mo, Sampaloc Lake is an inactive volcanic maar on the island of Luzon, the Philippines. It is the largest of the 7 lakes of San Pablo, Laguna. Nearly half of the lake's depth has a shallow depression of the bottom. indicating its volcanic origin. It is approximately 104 or 104 hectares and 3.5 kilometers boardwalk. The lake is behind San Pablo Capitol and the foot of the Doña Leonila Park. Okay, nabasa na? Okay, pwede nyo, again, sinasabi ko, pwede nyo i-pause yung video. Number 2, Sampaloc Lake is one of the best tourist spot in San Pablo. It is where you can bring your friends and loved ones for picnic and bonding. Most of San Pableños jog around the lake and do ride bicycles. Not only have morning good exercise but also have fresh air. You can witness the beauty of nature for it's surrounded with mountains. Ang sarap siguro magbike dito, no? Sa Sampaloc Lake. Okay, so what I have learned. Okay. So you're going to choose the best word of group of words that will complete the statement. So here's the question, the options. Okay, number 1 is objective. Next, subjective. Next, description. Next, sensory language. Next, last one is modifiers. Okay, I'm going to read. Number 1. Blank is a writing patterns of developing paragraph using detailed observation about the subject. Oh, yan. Sabi ko kanina, napag-aral natin. Pwede nyo i-backward itong video na to. Ang keyword is using detailed observation. Ibig sabihin, detalyado raw yung nakita mo. Ano ba ito? Subjective ba ito? Descriptive? Okay. Ibig sabihin, pag subjective daw, ano daw? Okay, number 2. Blank are used in writing descriptive paragraph. Blank are used in writing descriptive paragraph. Okay? Ginagamit daw ito sa pagde-describe ng paragraph. Objective ba ito? Subjective? Modifiers ba ito? Okay. Number 3. Blank can be in a form of words, phrases, or clause. Pwede daw salita, or mixing salita, or isang clause. Number 4. Blank description presents impartial and actual picture of the subject without biases. Oh, ito sinabi natin kanina, kasasabi ko lang. Wala daw biases, na doon lang daw sila sa gitna. Ano daw to? Objective ba ito? Aha. Or subjective? Blah, blah, blah. Number 5, last one. Blank description gives the personal impression of the writer. Personal impression daw. Kung ano rin naramdaman niya, yung sarili niya impression. Ano ba ito? Subjective ba ito? Description? Ayan na. Aral mabuti. Okay, what I can do. Ano bang kailangan kong gawin? Develop a composition using description as patterns of paragraph development. Make a vivid picture of your dream house which you would like to own in the future. Use at least 10 descriptive words. So, class, you are going to what? Write a paragraph using your description. Oh, ano daw 'yon? Yung dream house mo daw. I-describe mo yung dream house mo. Wow, ang sarap, 'di ba? Ang sarap mangarap. Dinidescribe mo na agad yung gusto mong maging or ano yung gusto mong maging bahay. Meron itong bubong, syempre. May pader, syempre. May hagdan. Sumba, third floor. Okay. Okay, maraming salamat sa panonood nyo dito sa Manawari Vlog Channel. I hope na natuto kayo at marami pa tayong mga susunod na video at mas papadaliin pa natin para mas madali nating matutunan ang bawat bagay na pinag-aaralan natin.